take you like 5 to 10 years of work at your current hourly rate in order for you to even get to that amount of money that you've just made in crypto. So if you calculate out the man hours required, it's going to help you, or woman hours, equality, woman hours or man hours, then, you can see that, holy fuck, this is actually a lot of money. And this post here is really good. It sort of covers this point. So I'm going to read this out to you. I'm going to reveal to you my biggest mistake during the 2017 bull run. Way more than listening to shillfluencers. Way more than allocating all my net worth into shitcoins. And yes, even more than not recognizing top signals. The biggest mistake I made, but the one that truly fulfilled my growth, was losing touch with reality. What does it mean? Were you in some sort of mental Woodstock festival? Yes, in a sense. When the market goes parabolic and each refresh of your portfolio leads to a new all-time high, you start losing the perception of money. Portfolio to new highs means yourself high. This means that your brain perceives $1,000 as $10, $10,000 as $100, $100,000 as $1,000, and so on. So you start moving that money and popping it into new shiny coins, underestimating the risk until the entire castle collapses. And no, there's no Mario to save Peach from Bowser's castle. So it is just greed. Zero. His name's Zero. No. The key aspect here is not being able to give value to money. $1,000 is the average salary for an employee who works 8 to 9 hours a day. $10,000 an entire year's salary for majority of the population. $100,000, 10 years of most people in the world's annual salary. So what you're risking to leave on the big table isn't a potential fancy Lambo or a new iPhone to flex. What you're risking to leave on the table is a huge amount of time. Time that doesn't come back if you fuck up. Time that another person would kill to have. Once the market skyrockets to new highs, learn to give value to your portfolio. Instead of watching it in US dollar terms, watch it in time terms. I'm sure you'll have the correct choice along this bullish stairway to heaven. And that's what we're sort of having right now in the market. If you look at, let's do Solana, right? I've really started to notice this. I check it every day, my portfolio, like just once a day. And, only once a day, like a crack addict. I only have one cigarette a day. It's fine. And it just keeps going only up with, small retracements, but only small and only temporary. And it's basically just only up. It's just like up, 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 up. And it fucks with you because you get used to it and you just think it's going to keep happening. And because it was so quick, you just don't value the money. And if you're not careful, you're going to increase the amount of risk that you take as your portfolio is increasing, right? This is what most people do. As the bull run happens and we get more and more parabolic, the amount of risk they take goes parabolic. But what should be happening is as the price goes higher, you take less and less and less risk. You shouldn't be aping $50,000 into a new coin at the top of the bull run, because the closer you get to the top of the bull run, the more potential downside, the more asymmetric the downside becomes, and the more risk you take on for every position you enter. You should only enter things when the upside is asymmetric, but obviously towards the end of the bull run, you run out of asymmetric opportunities. And when you have less asymmetric opportunities, you should be positioning less because there's a higher chance of downside and losing money. And also you need to account for the fact that you are completely lost touch with reality. And because you've lost touch with reality, you have to position on the defensive, right? You need to have defensive positioning because you don't know, because you're so caught up in this famoose of money that you've made, how much the money you're putting in is actually worth. Oh, I'll chuck in 10 grand to this coin. You can't recognize how big 10 grand is when you just made 100 grand. So you need to play the defensive towards the end of the bull run, even if it doesn't feel right. You just have to. Okay? Number 2, withdraw the money to your bank and see if it feels any different to being in a crypto wallet. So when you have 100K in your MetaMask, that's very different to having $100,000 in your bank account. Money in your bank account feels different. Imagine having 100 grand cash and lighting it on fire. You wouldn't be able to do that, but you could fucking light on fire 100 grand in the casino. So the place you hold your money will massively impact your perception of the money, right? So if you ever lose touch with reality, you should be taking money to your bank account and then send it back to the exchange later on. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, but you can't send money to your bank account. Well, that's a fucking problem. You should probably fix that, right? Withdraw your money to your bank, pay 1% in fees, but get the mental fix, the mental solution to house money effect. Another one, show your friends and family and see what they think of your portfolio. Show them the $1 million that you have and tell them what you're going to do with it. They're going to tell you that you're a retard and you should probably listen to them, right? Understand that greed is endless and you will always be fighting for more profits. You must force an end when the bull is near its end. So the thing with money, and I've realized this, I have multiple millions now and I'm aiming for 8 figures. And I can tell that when I get to 8 figures, I'm going to want more. I'm going to go, I want 20 mil. No, I want 50 mil. I want 100 mil. The greed never ends because numbers are endless, right? The greed for money never ends because numbers are endless. And there's always going to be a higher target. And in fact, if you stop aiming for more, you'll end up getting depressed because life is just this continual movement forward. And if you ever just stop doing things, stop going to the gym, stop making money, stop working, and just sit around and do nothing, you get depression and you get fucking sad. So you have to sort of always aim for more in a lot of areas. I guess financial success is one of them. And when you stop, it ends up fucking with you as well. So the answer here is not to never care about money. It is to balance the greed and understand when it's time to stop, and also still aim for more and obviously aim for more in life, right? So it's a balance. Not too much greed, not too little effort to try to achieve more, basically. Now, next one, go spend time in a third world country to see how much of a moron you are for being willing to lose so much money and not care. This is one that I should probably do when I lose, 10 grand on a coin, right? I should probably go to I'm in Bali, but I should probably go to like Cambodia or something and show people like $100 and see their eyes light up like that's a month salary or something, right? That would give a lot of perspective. And that's what you guys should consider. Like, if you ever lose touch with reality, go and see what probably like half of the population experience, not making much money, living to quite a low standard compared to what you might be living now. And that'll give you a reality check. Okay. And last but not least, have an exit strategy. So that you can sell at the end of the bull run and be held accountable to it. So most people, they never know when to stop gambling. This is the biggest thing that you guys need to fix. If I had one thing that you guys need to get correct, it's knowing when to stop gambling in the casino or stop, knowing when to take your chips out. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest problem that people have. They all make money. Everyone makes money. It's easy to make money, but no one keeps it because they don't know when to stop. So the key is to have an exit strategy to mitigate against house money effect. If you know that it's time to exit because the bull run's at an end, and that means that you can't gamble anymore, the house money effect doesn't matter because you're not going to gamble anyway. You're done. You're out. So I think that's the end. Let's have a look. Yep, that's the end. House money effect, important one to understand. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.